Let's begin to understand the concept of density with the help of following video. Please have a look at this. It's a very simple video, right? All we had were two set of masses which weighed almost the same. Can you see that? The weight was almost the same. Can we tell the masses were same? Yes, right? The masses were same. Are the volumes same? Answer is no. Good. So we have two set of things whose masses were same while the volume is clearly different, right? So the quantity which refers masses and volume, or quantity which combines the concept of mass and volume, is nothing but your density. See, the idea of density is very important, right? Especially for things like logistics, movement of things. Logistics is nothing but movement of goods. Whatever you have in front of you, it's because of logistics. Whatever you're holding in front of you, whatever you're seeing in front of you, it's logistics. Things were manufactured somewhere else, assembled somewhere else, and you are getting it. So all of this requires logistics. Logistics is not a small thing. It's been there from century. So we as a country have been selling a lot of things from century. We were one of the biggest trading centers centuries back. Now things are different. But yes, even now we have that stronghold, but a few years back we were the place. Right? As a country, we knew about logistics, So the concept of density is there inside the people. People know it, even you know it. The concept of density, concept of volume, the concept of mass is known by people. Of course, they don't know how to relate. I mean, they do relate them, but we have not writing this as formulas. People don't write this as formulas. They understand it, but no one writes it as, most will not write it as formulas. Is it not? It's quite simple actually. Density is nothing but mass by volume. As simple as that. Okay, guys. So yeah, density, as you can see, it's been used. Well, it is used everywhere. As in when you go, you deal with physics, you deal with civil engineering, you deal with mechanical engineering, you deal with any chemist wala scenario jobs, you deal with bio, you deal with everything. Density is there. Actually, every topic is there everywhere, but the idea of density is strongly present there. Okay, so let's look at the definition of density: mass per unit volume. As simple as that. That's it. What is the physical meaning behind this? Say I have an object, right? So that's our object. If I have to figure out the density, first thing is I need to cut out 1 cross 1 cross 1. That is a cube whose dimension is 1 cross 1 cross 1 meter cube. That is basically the volume of this will be 1 meter cube. Okay, guys. So if you figure out the mass of this, if you find the mass of this, right? So say we keep it on our weighing machine and it will show us the mass. So this particular value is our density. That's the physical meaning behind density. So mass of okay, this is weighing machine by the way. Mass is found over here. So mass of a 1 by 1 by 1 meter cube, or basically 1 meter cube object, is the density of that particular object. However small or big it might be. It need not be this big, or it need not be this size. It can be small also. All you have to do is you either replicate it, you replicate it to this particular value. If not, you cut it to this particular value. Basically, this is the idea. Right, guys? Symbol. So this is the symbol. That's how you represent density. Formula. So density is equal to mass by volume. As simple as that. Unit clearly what is the unit of mass. So unit of mass is kg and unit of volume is meter cube. So as a whole, density is equal to kg by meter cube. That's it. Okay guys, so this is your introduction. So from here, I think you guys can write the heading. If you want, you can draw this, you can have many objects over here. You can have single object over there. You can tell masses are the same in this weighing machine, right? Not machine, but the takadi. I don't know how do you call it as, what do you call it as, what do you call it in English? I don't know. But here we call it as takadi. And the volumes are different. And so the density, the idea of density is going to come into picture. Obviously, the density of iron is more, right? Let me write that off. Actually, let me write it here. Density of the first set of object is clearly lesser than density of iron. That is, this much of mass is present in this small space. So the density is more. Okay guys, basically if you have a lot of things in a given space, then density is more. Black hole has a very huge density. What does it mean? Black hole, let me give an example also. Let me do it sequentially. Example, density of black hole is huge. What does that mean? It means it has lot of things in a small space. Right? I'm sure you have heard of the word black hole, obviously. And you'd have heard that black hole is highly dense. What does it mean? It has a lot of things in a small space, as simple as that. Okay, so yeah, do copy everything, most of it. So this is left to you guys, but yeah, start from here, draw a simple diagram. It can be something like this. So you have a lot of things over here. Over here, just a small little thing. So this is iron and this is plastic, right? And they weigh the same. Yeah, and they weigh the same. That information is written over here, and yeah, here too. Again, try to make fun, colorful notes. You can use color pencil and all of that. And yes, moving on to this, we have the definition. I hope you guys are learning how to derive units. If you don't have to remember all the units. All you have to do is figure out what is the formula. If you understand the concept, you'll remember the formula. If you remember the formula, you can derive the units, right? Basic units like mass, basic units like length, temperature. Okay, guys, there's a set of units that I've taught it in. I'll try to put it in the beginning of the every chapter video so that we revise every time. And also it will be in there, your basic videos as well. Okay, guys, so you need to know them. The SI units of basic things. Okay, so copy this off.